can tell you right now, and I could change my mind, between these two, I have been trying them. I'm actually wearing both of these on my face today, but let's talk about the Glam Metals palette versus the Winky Lux palette. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing, I believe, part 4 of this series, Would You Rather? And for those of you who have not caught on to this series yet, I'll explain it. What this series is me kind of telling you when I'm getting ready in this space in the mornings and I have all my makeup in front of me and all my Boxycharm makeup in front of me, I sit here and go, what mood am I in today? What pieces do I feel like pulling out? What would I rather? And what I'm going to be doing today is going through my Boxycharm makeup that I have and tell you guys what I'm currently reaching for over other items and kind of give you a bit of detail as to why. So it's kind of like one of those this or that situations, but exclusively with Boxycharm makeup. And it just kind of tells you what I'm reaching for right now. It doesn't mean I'm decluttering the thing I'm not reaching for, but it's kind of letting you know where my head's at right now with my Boxycharm makeup. If you are new to my channel, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. Oh, I think the first thing I have to start with is brows, because as I was getting ready for a few of my other big upcoming videos for you guys, I realized I forgot about something, so I had to start retrying it to compare to one of my favorites. Can't stand the anticipation anymore to know what it is? Me either. Let's talk about brows and the IT Cosmetics pencil versus the Winky Lux pencil. We got both of these in Boxycharm. One was last year, one was in the very beginning of this year. And as I was kind of prepping for my quarterly Boxycharm review, I was like, holy crap, we got an IT Brow Cosmetics pencil? Why don't I remember that? And then I was like, oh yeah, we did. So I had to start comparing them again to be like, what? How do I feel about this? Why don't I remember it? The thing is if it's off your radar, there's generally a reason for it at some point, right? Like what was the thing that made you forget about it? What I enjoy about these is that they're super comparable because they're similar in body. They both are pencils, they both have a brush at the end. I love a good spoolie. However, the pencil pieces are different. The Winky Lux is more of that triangular shape that I really enjoy, and this one doesn't have that. The IT Cosmetics is just more of an oval shape. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me from comparing the two. So for past few days, I've just been reaching for this to kind of compare it against the other one. But does that mean I would pick it? Actually, I'm making myself try this more, but I'm wishing for this. This is my long lost lover right here. I do like this, it's just I think I need this product when it's warmer and when my hair's a bit lighter from sunshine and a box of color. Because I just think it's too light for me right now and I have to keep layering it. But also, it's smooth and I like the spoolie. The spoolie's super smooth and it kind of just brushes through seamlessly. It's not rough or anything. But this goes better with my brow shade and it's a little less work. This one I have to layer quite a bit, probably because of the shade. But this one, it's less work in the morning. And this face takes a lot of work every single morning, so anything that I can do to minimize my steps or make it go a little bit faster, I always reach for that. So that's why right now, which one am I rathering? Oh, you know. I've already repurchased this. You guys know I love it. I want to talk about brushes for a hot second, and I feel like brushes don't get enough love on YouTube sometimes. I mean, there are videos totally dedicated to brushes, and that's cool, but I need to talk about my Boxycharm brushes and which ones I just don't really care for versus the ones I do. And I know we just got these, so it's kind of early to be bitching about them. I saw Kathleen Lights pull these babies out and she was like, oh, I like these so much, I'm putting them on my vanity. I'm putting them where I see them every day. I was like, I'm gonna love those then. If she does, it's a given, right? I keep trying them, I keep going back to them, I keep adding them into my morning routine, and then I have to keep going back over and picking up all of my Luxie brushes because they're just better. They just are. Even these tiny little nuggets over here that look like they belong in the kids' meal, I love them. I think they're great. I use them all the time. I have tried to use the vintage brushes. I swear I have. I've used them and used them, and I just don't think they're fluffy enough. I don't like the structure of them. I reach for them when I'm, I guess, trying to pack stuff on my lid, but I still prefer these over these. Real talk, I would rather all day long. I love these. Do you guys like these? Like, tell me what you do in your eye look to use them that you love, if you do love them. Is it the whole look? Is it just the lids? Is it just the crease? I, so far, am just unimpressed compared to these. I wish the sun would come out. Why did a storm blew in just as I was sitting down to film? Doesn't the Mother Nature know how long it takes to put on a face for filming? Bitch, get with it. Let's talk about mascaras. We're in it right now. We're talking about the eyes. Let's talk about some mascaras. Now, we got this mascara, I believe in December. It is the Tarteist mascara. I fell in love with this. It took me a little bit to fall in love with this because I was still comparing it to so many different things. I ended up loving this so much. And now we have the Double Decker from Butter London. I can tell you right now, and I could change my mind because, like I said, I picked something else over this in one of my last videos, but right now I am definitely saying I am rathering this because it will curl and hold my lashes and separate and elongate and look beautiful. And the brush is really great. I really think the brush on this is what also makes it amazing. This, I know a few of you have told me you really like the Double Decker. I have now tried this, and anytime I do, I have lackluster lashes. My lashes look like they have been beat up and tired within an hour. It starts to flake off on my face. I sort of like it for my lower lashes, sort of, and that's if I'm being generous. But I keep trying this, and it pulls some of the mascara off with the wand, and it's already clumpy. This bitch is already being, like, fickle. Why? Why is it? Who you think you are to be fickle already? Who? I want to know. I don't know. I think this little bitch is a little too messy for me, and therefore my eye look gets messy, and I get it on my lid, I get it under my eyes. I don't know. I'm again, like this, I'm going to keep trying it a bit longer, but right now, super duper unimpressed. Real talk. I would rather. Let's talk about some bronzers. Finally, it is spring, although today it's that rainy spring day for me. But let's talk about the Beaut Basics. This little bitch came into all of our lives, and a few of you said you actually like it, and a few of you were like, that little bitch thinks she's worth $40. You know that's fake Gucci. That's kind of what you were thinking, right? Like fake Gucci. Because we all found out that Laura Lee got it off Wish for $1. And as many of you said in my comments, that means it's like sold in China. God knows what they're saying about the brand, about the company. That makes me kind of nervous. However, I've been trying it, and now I finally get to try it against my Pure palette with the Bronze and Brighten. You guys know I like these two pieces, so many of you do, and this was the little guy that I like to wear as a fake ass tan until summer gets here. But I'm now getting to use it on my face, which I really have been enjoying. I'm kind of slowly working it in. I'm even using some of it on the eyes today, just because I felt like it. Between these two, I have been trying them. I'm actually wearing both of these on my face today. This one, I only like the bronzer shimmer stuff on my nose. On my face, it does okay. This, significantly better, superior product, but also I can look into this company and understand like Pure Cosmetics is cruelty-free. I know that they have great line of products. I know a lot about them, and I really like that. What I don't like is I don't know shit about this company, and I don't know about their other products. I've never heard of them before Boxycharm gave them to us, which again, I wanted this when I saw the this or that situation with Boxycharm. This is the one I wanted to test. But if I'm this or thatting all day, every day, love this. I didn't think I was gonna like this when I first got it as much as I do. What about you guys? Do you still like this, or did you not like it? Do you prefer the Beaut Basics? That's a conversation that I'm curious about. Two more little categories to go, and let's talk about some lippies. So, I'm a nude girl. As you can tell, I'm wearing Aquarius today from ColourPop. I enjoy a good nude lip with a bold eye. I always have. We've been a little spoiled from Boxycharm lately with this Girlactic lipstick. This is in the shade Posh. This is a matte liquid lip, and I really like it. And then I also was lucky enough to get the shade Beeper from ColourPop. as well in a previous box. I was a little disappointed at first because I already had this shade, but like I said before, I like having a backup and I already used up some of it. You know. I don't even know which one I'm gonna pick, so I'm gonna do some swatching. Color Pop. What I like about the Beeper shade, it's a nude, but it's a deep nude, as you can see, obviously. It's got like a brown undertone, so it looks really good in the fall and winter for a nude lip. Now let's look at Posh from Girlactic. I do like the smell to this. This has a scent to it. Not that that's a deal breaker, but noted. So this, in person, and I can see it on camera too, has a different tone to it. It's warmer, and it is a little bit more of those rose hues, which, you know, finally getting to spring. Mother Nature's finally taking her happy pills and getting us some nicer weather. Sorta, we're getting there. Right now, I gotta say, I like this formula, I like the color. I'm gonna say right now, I'm rathering the Girlactic Liquid Matte Lip. I think this is beautiful, and I like how it wears. It actually got lost in a handbag, as I've told you guys, because I was using it so much to try it and see how it reapplied and stuff. I like it. I'm rathering it. Final answer. Hey, Boxycharm, would you consider getting us some makeup removers or wet wipes so when we swatch and when we talk about makeup, we can get it off? That'd be great. I'd also like more lashes. Dear Santa. I'd like to try some different bronzers. Don't make it too shimmery. I'd also like a new primer that doesn't make me glow. Please and thank you. And the last products I'm going to be talking about are some eyeshadows. I had to talk about at least a couple of eyeshadow palettes, right? I'm going to be comparing two eyeshadow palettes that I can tell you I don't generally reach for that frequently. So that's why it's going to be, I'm even curious, which one I'm going to say I would rather. These are both relatively new-ish. It's not like these were like from a year or 2 years ago. But let's talk about the Glam Metals palette versus the Winky Lux palette. Now the reason I chose to put these two in the same category is, for me, they kind of are in the same category that I don't reach for them for an everyday look all the time. Like, I can't think of a time where I've been like, Monday through Friday, I can't wait to sit down here in the mornings and open this up and use just this palette. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of unlike my Pure palettes that we've gotten, because I will tend to reach for those many days in a row, try different looks with them, stick to that one palette. I can tell you for sure these two I have not done that with. Now, it might just be because they don't have that many options, and that might be why. It is only 9, but like I've told you before, I have some 9 pan palettes that I can do that with. These two, I struggle with. And that could just be a me problem. I have a lot of those. But I can tell you what I would say about these. I don't even know which one I'm gonna end up picking. This one is all metallics, which is fun to a degree until, you know, I still live a real life. Like, yeah, it's good in the winter time when you're like, oh, these are fun to play with. Oh, and yes, that black went over here into Wild Thing. What happened? How did you break? I hardly use you. How? You're sensitive, aren't you? You're sensitive. I'm probably hurting your feelings right now. I'm sorry. This is all metallics, and they're really pretty. And I was finally able, I think last week, to put Wild Thing, the orange tone, into a crease look for me. But a lot of these I don't really reach for every day because, again, I do have a day life. I have a day job. I have to go to the grocery store after work. I have things to do in adult world. Yeah, it sucks. But still, I can use these for some things, but I can't use it for a full eye look, so I think it starts to kind of get forgotten about. They are good shadows though. That's why it's a little frustrating, because they're good shadows. In Winky Lux, there are a few standouts for me that I really like, but I don't consider this my go-to palette for any reason. Like, I do like the Duochrome. I think this is beautiful. I also think, is this cat eye here in the middle? Oh, it's 9 Lives. 9 Lives here in the middle. Really pretty. But we're now to a time where I'm not going to be doing a lot of smoked out looks in the outer corner. You know what I'm saying? At least not for me. I like bright. This gold shade though, I forget about this gold shade. Super creamy and beautiful. How you doing? Looking at both of these, what I can tell you is I like both of them for different reasons. And it just gets hard as I go through my makeup collection every morning as I'm sitting here with my morning coffee being like, what would I rather? I think what I would say at this moment in time, which is exactly the purpose of this little game, is to say I would rather the Winky Luxe. It has a lot of fun shades that I can use for spring, but it also has some matte shades, so if I just want to pick this up and put together a look and get to work on time, it's more likely I'll be able to get to work on time with this rather than this. Because there's no mattes, I'd have to do a lot of buffing to kind of make things not look too dramatic, but also it's really deep and cool tones. I'm not a cool tone girl that much. I've mentioned that before. I like some warm tones, and this at least has a few in there. Again, I like the Wild Thing. I like some of these other shades. The Rebel. Oh, Rebel's what I was able to put into my crease the other day. But a full look is harder to achieve from it. But it's still good shadows, and that's why it's a little frustrating when I'm doing a this or that, because they both have really good qualities. But this one is going to be the one I'm going to say I would rather out of these two in this moment in time. What about you guys? This was a tougher round than I thought. Which one of these are you rathering right now? Or did you get rid of both of them? One of them? What are your thoughts? Tell us, I'm curious. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you are new to my channel and you like these weird, unique videos that I put out every single week, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all the ridiculous I put out on the internet every week. It's fun. Come join us. Join us. Bye, friends.